Good morning and welcome back. It's another early morning. Hello, Todd. That's Todd. He's here on schooling, livery, rehab. Yeah, it's quite sweet. I'm just filling up Pony's waters, so Flint and Todd need fresh water. It is 6:30 in the morning. Hi, Maxie. Hi, Ten. And we are going eventing. Donut is in his field, get my finger in the right place, with his breakfast. Magsy and Titan are looking on jealously. I need to get some more hose pipe because the hose reaches Todd's bucket but not Flinty's. So I'm going to go pop that out, and then I will hopefully have Donut finished his breakfast and be able to go fetch in and get ready to go because we need to leave at about 7:30. And we are heading off, should have told you this, heading off to go do Epworth GO BE90. So not the full BE, we're not technically affiliated yet. We're doing GO BE, which is, I think it's all just run alongside the BE, but it just means that it's unaffiliated, and I think it's like a non-competitive thing. You just go out and do it, but you don't get any results, which is fine because we're just going for a bit of mileage. And yeah, it's meant I've not had to buy him a day ticket or anything, which at this stage is quite handy for the purse strings. So yes, I'm gonna go put this hose out, get Flinty some water, make sure they're all right to stay out for the day, fetch Maggie and Titan in, go get Donut ready. I've just actually started poo picking the field while I wait for these waters to fill. I'll do top it up later, because neither Toddler nor Flint are very trustworthy with things like hose pipes. If I just popped the hose in the bucket and left it for them, I can guarantee you they would have no water because they will have gone over, played with it and lifted it out. So there's no point doing the waters without sticking with them, so I might as well do the poo picking while I keep an eye on the delinquents. So I'm just getting the donut platted very swiftly. Yeah, good boy, aren't you? He's so excited, he's got a bit of a shake on. I don't know if you can see it. He's being a good boy and standing still. Oh, you're really shaky. You excited? Oh, donut. So I'm going to do this as quick as I can. Get them rolled up and we'll get him loaded and off so he can go and start taking in the atmosphere again at the event. It's a bit bigger, I think. I'm just rolling his plaits up now. He's so excited. He's got an idea of what he's going to do today. I'm not sure what our dressage might end up looking like. Right then, it's 9:30. We've had a good charge about to get here, pretty much for Mum's time. And how are we doing with those timings, Mum?
I got them wrong.
So, Mum has allowed enough time for me to walk my course
3 times.
3 times, and I've brought a bike. So, to be fair, we probably do want to be here fairly early because somebody has been so excited on the way here, whinnying and digging and the likes. And you're a bit sweaty now, aren't you? You've been so giddy. So it might just do him good to be here. He'll go one way or the other. He'll chill out a bit, or he will go absolutely pooped, but we'll find out with that. I'm not dressaging till roughly 1:30ish. So I might go for a very leisurely wander around the cross-country course. I might take Donut to walk it with me. What do you think, Donny? Don't whack your head. He's so excited, honestly. Ben had a quick sausage sandwich, just biking past the warm-up. I'm going to try and walk this course pretty quick, well, bike it pretty quick because Donut's so excited. Poor Mum's having to keep an eye on him while he shakes. It's just starting to spit with rain, so I'm hoping I don't get absolutely drenched, but we'll see. It's quite spooky. Plenty to look at as you go over. Well, I said I wanted a ditch and it looks like there's 2. This will be interesting. Whoop. And then over there. Okay, so we've just come around that hedge line and got a little skinny. Which way? That way or that way? I'm gonna wing it and go this way. I could be wrong, there's no signs. It's a bit bumpy. Wrong way, that's for a 70. It's this way, and we happen to have some alpacas. Some, oh my god, there's a whole tribe. A tribe of alpacas to contend with. Guys, there's going to be horses running this way soon. Hope you're okay with that. There's my next jump. Stay on past the alpacas and then go jump number 9. Okay, so it looks like we're turning back on ourselves at the water. Twist skinny in some trees. Oh, that was a big bump. Okay, 10A. From there, through this water, and over that on the way out. Splish, splash, splash. Through the water, over that. Oh no, not another crossroads. Let's go this way this time. For Pete's sake, I could have gone the other way. Decent box. Just stopped because I was just wondering if I actually looked at the right one. That's the 90. That's a metre. It's like half the width. through the what used to be water quarry now. I'm not biking up that slope because I'll fall off one-handed. Over the slope to a corner. Oh my god. You're looking a bit more presentable now. Huh? Oh, we've brushed the sweat off you. Too excited. We've got some quarter marks. Good boy. Got some hoof oil on. Hey, Donutty.
You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination. You're far away and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination.
Okay then, so let's take a look at this test. I've got my dressage test in front of me. There's lots of comments, so let's start off with our centre line, and we got a 7 for this with clear rhythm, which I was so pleased with because you would not believe how much work Donut took in the warm-up to get him settled down. He was so excited this day, like shooting off every time I asked him for canter, bless him. He's so excited. So he got a 7 for the rest of that trot around that movement. And then this is a 15-metre circle, and we got slight loss of rhythm and balance, and I think that's fair. I was struggling a little bit with getting his bend because I couldn't get as much leg on as usual in case we went bouncing off into canter. So like I say, it's hard to maintain. Then you go back down the centre line and do that snazzy turn at X to the diagonal but the other way. And we got a 7 for this as well, which I was quite pleased with. It's not the easiest move to ride. And to say he'd been so excited, he really was quite compliant going through here. He obviously understood that he was in the boards and he needed to behave. So good boy. And then this 15-metre circle here, he managed to keep it on a 7, and it just said pull a bit deep, which is again very fair. Moving on to a working canter transition in this corner, and I thought it was really muddled. I could get more leg on him in the arena than I could in the warm-up, interestingly. And the comment there was more over the back in transition, which is true because he hollowed and he got a 6 for that. But he got a 7 for his circle, which is good. And then you trot at X, which we got a 6.5 for, with could be more on hind leg for balance into trot. So he isn't running into trot, which is a very good comment. Medium walk transition, 6.5. Fairly fluent, more from behind for a 7. Fair enough. Good for working towards. And then his medium walk, he got a 7.5 with pleasing steps. He's got a really good walk. So I'm quite pleased with that. And then the trot transition got really muddled. I nearly lost him out of the arena, and then he nearly went hollow. And we got a 6.5, so that said more from behind, which would have avoided him hollowing. And then up to canter on the right ring, and we got a 7, with a comment of more over back. But she obviously still quite liked it to give us a 7. And we got a 7 for this circle. His right canter's much better, and to be fair, you can see there he's a bit hollow. He's not as soft as he can be, but to say he was so excited, he really is containing himself quite well. And then for the trot transition at X, we got a 6.5 with more something, I don't know what the word is, for balance to trot. And then we've got a snazzy move onto the centre line and our halt. And we got a 6.5 for this, with quarters slightly right in halt, pity. But overall, you really can't fault the guy. He got 32.5 for that, which is fantastic. Left him in 3rd after dressage, and he managed to contain himself despite the excitement. What a good boy. Let's take a look at this show jumping next. So I walked this course, and it's his first 90 show jumping, and I walked it and thought, oh goodness me, they've made some of these oxes quite square and decent size for a 90, and we can't be trentering them. So I was so pleased to see him, feel him go out so bold and so on it. If anything, we were possibly a bit too bold, and we got 2 poles down this day, but look what class he's jumping with, straight through that double, which is fantastic. And it was probably 2 of the smallest uprights that we actually managed to tip, but that's just a bit of ringcraft and experience. Now that we've got the confidence going round, I think we can start inserting a bit of control maybe, and a bit of finesse. But other than that, he's showing such promise. Good boy. Oh, don't nutty, look at your quarter marks. Auntie Amber's just done them for him.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the
Clear now, it's fence number 7, Danny Clark and Princess Polly.
It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh,
Clear now, it's fence number 9, the UK account.
just feel so lucky. Oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know.
So this is Donut's first ditch in competition. I wasn't sure how he was going to react, having known outschooling ditches were the only thing that he wasn't quite sure about. And as it was, he got a bit of a shock. We did trot it, but as you could see, he went, oh my goodness, but then he did jump over it. And honestly, guys, I don't actually know how I stopped on here, and the look on my face says it all. but we did manage to stop and wiggle our way back to the Part B skinny, and he jumped it from a trot, bless him, and then he carried on to complete his round clear. Look at him go, bless him.
I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight through the night.
Okay, now I'm sure Keith is having a with 0 red.
It's just us two, me and you.
First, 90 double red. Second, second red.
Can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars. Oh, where I'd rather be than with you. I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky.
I'll do a full roundup soon, but I just want you guys, I went clear cross country, but first I just want you guys to see my little support team today. They've been so super, coming and supporting me, dotting around the course, taking pictures, see, ooh, camera, and looking after Donut for me. So incredible. So that's Phil, Amber and Mum, obviously, all that with Donut. So grateful to everybody that comes and helps, and they've just made today 10 times better, supporting and being lovely. But yeah, full roundup to come just shortly. Donut was good again, of course. Can you manage to do that? Do you think? Can you turn back? Donut! Donut, this way! Donut, this way! Oh, Donut.
That I want is to get next to you, not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden, or gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance.
Who is a superstar?
It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. You're not really looking for a friend, so you're the type for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost a thing, so it's yours, worth the try. Oh, this is the real thing, I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us.
So there we are, another event done. Little Donut, the superstar. He's stepped up a level to 90, done everything tougher. I mean, he was so excitable, but by the same token, doesn't that show how much he loves it? So dressage, we just managed to keep a lid on it. There was a lot of work done in the warm-up to make sure that I could try and get my legs on him. Show jumping, so confident from him, just maybe a little too bold, so I need a bit of control back. But we can work on that, that's fine. Plenty of scope. He did not struggle with the fences being up 2 holes whatsoever, did he? And then cross country, I think that track was really quite tough. It was, I'd say like an upper level 90. So for him to be doing his first 90, there was quite a few combinations, quite a few skinnies and the likes, and he did it all. Hairy moment in the cross country. You'll have seen the pictures that Amber took for me. I still don't know today what kept me on board. Sheer determination, I reckon. I must admit, it got to the stage where I was peering down at the ditch for probably a millisecond. but it felt a lot longer than that. And I did think, my goodness, I cannot fall off right now, because if I do, I'll be off into the ditch and my air jacket will blow up and I'll be stuck. And that would be so embarrassing. Not to mention the fact that I wanted to go clear on my donuts. So, but yeah, and he shot off, and then I had to bring him back and jump the skinny. But we still did it, didn't we? What a clever boy. And he did it in style. Like, he came home so confidently, maybe a bit too confidently. Again, might have to revisit the brakes and maybe change his bit, but it might just be a case of a bit of schooling and for me to get him a bit more under thumb. But overall, incredible. 32, 8 faults show jumping, clear cross country over a couple of times due to my mishap, and then I trotted him at a few other bits. And that meant that he came home in 2nd place. Isn't that crazy? Absolutely bonkers. I mean, I'd even entered him in the Go BE section, one, to save a little bit of money, but 2, because I wasn't bothered about being competitive. It was stepping up, go and see what he did at a ditch. I'd taken him for 1 ditch and got double for my money because I'd put that new one in. And he wasn't sure about the 1st ditch, but he went, and then by the 2nd ditch he was like, I got that, Mum, I got you back, don't you worry. So that just shows how fast he learns and how confident he's getting, which is super. And then to then finish 2nd, because all the jumping phases were so tough, so 2 pole show jumping was like better than average, I think. I don't know, I'd have to go do the analytics, but it was pretty good. So yeah, that's me signing off for today. I am over the moon with Mr. Donut. We've got a fortnight now before he goes to the Brigante Cup for Frickley, so he'll be having an easy week this week with just a dressage test to have a go at a long arena, because he's never done that before, and we've got it at Frickley. And then other than that, I'll probably start picking up his training ready for Frickley the following week, once he's had a little bit of a rest and let his muscles grow. So until then, bye.